Hi guys, welcome back to the Successful Podcast. My name is Hunter Pratt. You should already know that.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm accompanied with my guest. What's your name again?
My name is Ash. For you guys that don't know me, I don't know. I was like walking by the street and I saw that these guys were filming an interview, so I just walked on in. So now they're interviewing me.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's great to have you on the show.
Thank you.
Things are coming out.
Yeah.
You already came dressed
Yeah, of course.
impressed.
I don't know. Like, this is usually how I roam the streets, so
Same.
that's just how it is. Anyways, welcome. Thank you guys. For you guys don't know me, my name's Ash. I'm the host of the Successful Podcast, and today I'm here with.
My name is Hunter Pratt.
Yeah.
I guess a bit about myself.
Sure.
I'll give like my little job interview. Tell me about yourself.
Yeah. Give me that
recap,
stuff. Yeah, give me that
right?
stuff.
I should
Yeah.
have brought my resume. Let's see. I'm 21. What else? I'm taking broadcast media at Mount Royal. And what else? I work in social media marketing.
Nice.
I work in promotions team for like a radio station, and I also do sideline reporting, which I just ended that job recently. But yeah.
Sideline reporting. What exactly is that?
So I worked for like MRU Cougars, and I would do it for volleyball and basketball.
Oh, so like the sports team and stuff?
Yeah, totally. Like I would often like interview the players and do
nice,
the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I get a lot of.
So did you do like the camera stuff at all, or was that someone else?
Someone else.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Nice.
Right.
So now you're doing digital marketing or
Yeah.
just normal marketing?
I would say normal. Isn't all marketing digital marketing?
To a certain extent, but like that itself is like its own focus, right? So which one?
I would say, yeah, definitely like social media marketing.
Social media marketing.
Mhm.
Nice. That's like huge right now.
Mhm.
So I think that's like a really good field for you to get into because especially in the future, there's not going to be any like, it's not going to be hard for you to find a job. That's what I think at least.
I hope so.
I hope so because that's what my degree's in as well. So I really hope so.
I'm ready to
if this podcast like doesn't do shit, like just fails, gotta have a backup plan.
You're back to walking the streets.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go back to walking in the streets.
Yeah, I'm like, I bet nobody wants to give you change if you walk around with a suit. Like,
Yeah, I gotta like rip it up and stuff. Be like, yo, bro, please, I can't afford a new suit.
yeah, exactly.
Nice. So how was your day? Let's
How's
just
my
start
day?
with it. Yeah.
Okay, so my day. Why did I totally blank? Well,
It happens. Like when you're on the
Right.
spot and you just ask like a really easy question, it just like people just blank.
right?
I love it.
Woke up to the snow, and now it's
Oh,
nice
yeah.
out. So it's like, okay, there's hope.
Mhm.
I went to my class and we had a surprise quiz
Oh.
because no one showed up to the previous class and the prof got mad, so she decided to do a pop quiz.
Mhm.
And then I helped my friend with his video project. I did some voice acting.
Nice.
And then I came here. I skipped my tax appointment, and now
Oh,
we're here.
no.
I'm avoiding H&R Block. I do not want the CRA to come for me.
What kind of voice acting did you do for your friend? Friend?
His film is a horror film, and so
Ooh.
I had to cry. I was like,
Oh
and,
wow!
yeah,
Okay.
right? I'm like
okay.
kind of still in the
Wait
grip
a
from
minute.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fire.
And then I showed up here with a nosebleed.
Yeah,
So that
I
kinda
was really
weird.
scared because I was in the studio. I was just doing some shoots, and then I just see this girl running in with like blood on her. I'm like, yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
What is happening? I got so scared.
Right? But I was like, no, not my makeup, not my shirt.
Yeah.
I parked my car, and then all of a sudden I just start pouring. I was like, what the hell?
Is
And
it just like does that happen to you like often?
No.
Really?
That's the thing. I was like, shit. Maybe
is
it was
it
from the
something
fake crying.
serious?
I hope not.
Yeah, I feel like bloody noses are so common these days.
Yeah.
It might just be the weather.
Totally.
Like I don't remember the last time I got a bloody nose, but I just don't really like blood at all.
Oh, that's
I'm like
fair.
really scared of blood. So I feel like if I got a bloody nose, I'd be like on the floor, like unconsolable, just be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
nah,
Oh,
I'm gonna
yeah.
die today.
I hate that stuff, like broken bones.
Yeah.
Anything like sick people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because like at one point in my life, I was like, I should try and be a doctor. Who am I fooling, man? I can't even be around a paper cut.
The doctor's gonna need a doctor.
Yeah,
bro.
I'd be like, oh, so real dramatic. Like, oh, I can't do
Just
this
fades.
patient. Yeah, right. Like what?
You know, there's actually a lot of doctors that are scared of blood.
Really?
I didn't know this fact, but apparently almost like 20 or 30% of doctors are scared of blood. And I was just like, how does that work? But
Yeah.
apparently they just like get over it or something.
They just get over it.
I was like, damn, that's cool. I wish I could just get over my fear of heights or something.
Right? Yeah. What's your biggest fear?
What is my biggest fear? I think spiders or just
Oh,
insects in
same.
general.
Yeah.
Insects in general. I hate like those creepy crawlers. So
Yeah.
I grew up in Bangladesh, right?
Yeah.
And we have a species of spider. It's not a tarantula, but I think it's like a huntsman or something.
Oh,
Or I don't know. Huntsman might just be Australia, but it's like a really big species, right? So when I was like 12, I visited back home, and I was there, and I was really, really scared of bugs. So I had my own room, and we usually have these like giant metal doors in our country. So I like it's like 8 p.m. I'm about to go to bed, so I go down, I close the door. So right as I close the door, right on the wall, there's this gigantic spider. Like the spider itself is this big, but its legs are like up to here.
No, thank you.
And I was like, I started yelling. I like ran into my covers, right? And I just put it all around me, and I just started screaming.
Oh, yep. Oh my God, I would never recover.
It was so fast because the moment I opened it, it just skittered across. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I know, those are the ones with the, oh, gross. Or like when they just come down from the ceiling. I'm like, yikes. Dude, one time I was on a date.
Yeah.
And we were outside like on a patio or whatever.
Yeah.
And then it's like September or whatever, so it's nice out. And then we're just enjoying the vibes, whatever. A giant ass spider comes down from like the wall or
Here in
whatever.
Calgary?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, fuck. Like I was like, to the guy, I was like, I hate spiders. So I was like really I was really like nervous, hyperventilating. And he was just like, la. He's like going on about how much he loves spiders. I was like, no, dude, like get that out of my face. I was like, get the bill, like let's go.
Yeah. Oh my
Too
God.
much.
I remember. I don't think it was a date, but I was just like hanging out with this person, and we were getting sushi together. And they sat us at the very back, like of like this in the corner of the restaurant, right?
Yeah.
And they had a wasp's nest.
Oh jeez.
I don't know how the hell no one like said anything about
Like,
this.
they just living like that.
But we're just eating,
Yeah.
and I just hear buzzing. I'm like, yo, what the hell? I like look down like at the corner of the floor, right?
Yeah.
I just see a wasp like there, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. I just like moved away to like I just scooted over the seat, right?
Yeah.
I see like 6 more coming out of there. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
what is this? I just ran out, bro.
Yeah, that's gotta be like a health code violation.
100%,
Like, you can't
100%.
do that. That's crazy.
I don't know if I want to say the name, but it's a sushi place that's very close. That's very close by. I just want to say
Oh.
that. If you're in Calgary area, you
Watch
may
out.
know which one I'm talking about.
Yeah, if you know, you know. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not a big fan of insects. So what are we? What's your biggest fear?
Oh, honestly, Michael Jackson.
Huh?
White Michael Jackson. So when I was a kid, like his death really scared me. So my dad would always play his Thriller music video on the computer, and he'd blast the speakers. And I was like, oh, what a fun song, you know, like Michael Jackson. He does make great music, but he's just so scary looking. Like toward the end of his life. Do you catch my drift?
But so like, are you scared that he's gonna come for you, or are you just scared of the image of him?
I'm scared that he's gonna come for me. So yeah, when I was little, I had this weird like fear in the back of my mind that he was gonna come for me. So,
but he's dead.
Yeah, I understand that. But nevertheless, or did he fake his death?
Oh,
conspiracy.
No,
No, but
then he's gonna be like a 90-year-old guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, you'll be
like,
fine either way.
Like,
Hell no.
hell no. So no, my house, like where I grew up, we had like a shop, and it was like, it was not attached to it's like a giant garage or whatever, like not attached to the house. And so you park the car there, and it's like a motion sensor to close the door. And I always thought that if I didn't make it out of the garage in time, Michael Jackson's gonna come and like, I don't know what he was gonna do, but he's gonna start doing the Thriller dance.
So how old were you? Like,
how old was I? Like, when did he die? 2011?
I don't know. I don't know Michael Jackson
The fact that
lore.
I just know, like,
I don't know.
But that's the thing, like his music slaps. Like Janet Jackson, her music slaps. Like
I do like his
talented
music.
family.
Yeah.
But yeah.
2011, you said he died, right?
Yeah. So I think I was like in grade 2. So.
Oh, okay, that's I guess a bit more rational. I thought
But
you were
it
like
really
still scared
oh,
or
no.
something. It was like
I
you're
mean-
driving down the highway and you're like, yo, Michael Jackson chasing me.
I gotta get home before midnight. Michael Jackson's gonna get me. Like, yeah.
Speaking of that, like, have you ever had any like ghost experiences before?
Oh, dude.
Like paranormal?
Yes.
Yeah?
I would say that the house I grew up in is haunted.
Really?
Yeah.
You still live there?
No, like my parents lived. I didn't grow up in Calgary. I grew up in a really small community outside of Fort Mac.
Okay.
And it's called Anzac, and it's a population of like.
Shout out Anzac.
Shout out Anzac. It's probably a population of 700 people.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's really isolated.
Yeah.
And there's like nothing to do except like quad and stuff like that.
Sounds fun.
It is really fun, really cool upbringing. But anyways, my house itself I don't know if it was because like the harsh weather conditions, like the house would shift and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I remember my sister, she had her own like paranormal experiences with it. She would be like, no, like our childhood dog wouldn't go into certain rooms in the house, and she would like start barking and whining at like certain times when she would go into that room. And yeah, me and myself, I remember one time we thought someone broke into the house.
Yeah.
Because the door was still open, and no one knows why that happened, but...
Did someone just forget to close the door, you think?
I don't think so, because like we're pretty like on top of it, you know what I mean? So, I don't know.
That's not that bad for a paranormal experience, just a door being open.
Yeah.
I've had some crazy shit, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I've had some crazy ones, I'm not gonna lie. So even like, I think the latest, like the scariest one was I think 4 months ago. So it was really harsh winter, right? And usually I drop off like my friend and then I come home and it's like a 20-minute drive. So I'm on the way home and I pass by in front of the school. What is it? What school is this right here?
Oh,
James Fowler.
Okay.
In front of James Fowler, there's this huge cemetery. Okay. So I usually drive down that road, right? And this particular time, it was like really late, and it was at like 1 or 2 a.m. and I'm just driving down, right? It's pitch black because it's the winter night, and most of the streetlights don't even work on that street. So I'm just with my high beams on, I'm just driving down, and usually, like I don't really believe in paranormal stuff, right? So I'm just listening to music, I'm just vibing, and then the cemetery has this giant clock on it. So like 99% of the time, the clock is always right. So I'm driving down and I see that the clock is wrong. It shows 11:59, right? And I'm like, that's weird. It's like 2 almost, or why is it 11:59? So anyways, I don't pay attention. I keep driving, and it just gets like really cold in the car out of nowhere. Like I'm like humming along, and I can see my breath. I'm like, wait, what the hell? I go like this, right? And I just see my breath. And I'm like, there's no way. This car right now is like 23 degrees Celsius. How do I see my breath? Again, I'm like, okay, that's weird, whatever, maybe some sort of like scientific stuff. I'm no scientist, I'm not Bill Nye, I'll just keep driving. Yeah. Keep going. As soon as I like start passing by the cemetery, it's like, I don't know, it literally feels like I entered somewhere else. Like there's no lights at all. It feels like even my headlights aren't working. Like they're working, but it feels like the road isn't moving at all. And I'm just going, going, right? And then like so Halloween happened like very recently, right? Or sorry, it was gonna happen soon. So I had like all the masks and stuff in the back, because usually I keep all the masks in my car and then I go pick up my friends and we all go together, right? So I had like 4 masks in the back of my car. So I'm just driving and I see it, like the masks are blocking the back window. Yeah. So I see like a silhouette of like a face. I'm like, oh, okay, it's probably just the mask or something, right? So I don't pay attention. I just keep driving, and I don't know, it feels like I've been driving for like 15 minutes at this point. The cemetery is only like a 2-minute drive, not even. It just feels like I've been driving forever. I'm like, yo, what is going on? And after what feels like literally forever, I finally like start seeing other cars and stuff again. I'm like, okay, again, I don't know what the hell's going on. And then I look back, and there's no masks, nothing. And so I was like, wait, so what was that face that I just saw? Yeah. Because the masks were in the trunk, not in the back seat. I thought they were in the back seat. That's why I was seeing like the shadow of it or whatever, right? Right. And then I go home and I check the trunk, and my trunk has all my masks. So I'm like, what was that face that I just saw? And that scared me so bad. I usually have to go put my car in the garage. Like I park in front, and then I wait for the garage to open, and then I go around and I park in the garage, right? That day, I didn't even do that. I just kept the car in front. I went straight to my straight to my house, straight to my room, shut all the doors, shut all the windows, and I just went to sleep. I'm like, hell no. Yeah. Jeez. That was the scariest shit that's ever happened to me, and it happened so recently, bro. Yeah.
That just sticks with you, hey?
Yeah, I felt like a 40-minute drive, like through just the cemetery. I'm like, yo, why am I not home yet? Like, what is going on?
Oh, jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah, I'd say that's gotta be like the by far the scariest shit that's ever happened to me.
That is scary, and it's like eerie.
Yeah, it's so creepy. Like they could have, I don't know who they is, but whoever it was, like they could have done something to me, but they didn't. Yeah. So just the fact that your life was basically in something's hand, it's just, I don't know, it gives me chills when I think about it.
For sure. Yeah. Where I grew up, I remember when I was in the 12th grade, in my class, we went for a walk, and I had a class of 6 people. And so it was us and our gym teacher, and we were like, oh, let's prank our gym teacher, because she didn't grow up. She didn't grow up there, so she didn't know like what was around. And so we took her to the pet cemetery because she really liked animals. So we're kind of demonic of us. And then she was like, no, like let's go. Like my gym teacher was kind of like our age or whatever. And so she was like one of the girls because I'm just a class of girls. And then so for our grad prank, we made a pet cemetery in her classroom. And when she, don't look at me like that. And then she came in the room. And
disappointed.
I know, and then we like had like a kind of like a seance. And we lit all these candles and printed off these like pictures of these puppies and stuff like that and wrote like, okay, wait, I haven't thought about this in a while. This is pretty evil. But yeah, we wrote a bunch of stuff like I had a family once or whatever, like on the dogs.
Were these real dogs or just made up stories?
Just made up.
Okay, thank God.
And then she started crying.
Well, that's a great segue into our sponsor today. Thank you, Celestia Productions, for giving us this space. That's enough about that.
It brings a tear to your eye.
I'm going to keep crying if I keep hearing this story.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so thank you, Celestia Productions, for letting us use this space today. If you guys have any sort of video or photography needs, just come on down to celestiabooking.com. Websites, everything's linked below. And yeah, thank you guys. Welcome back to the Successful Podcast. Today, I'm joined by Hunter. And I just want to say, like, I love the content that you make. Do you want to maybe talk about it to the people that might not know you?
Sure. Let's see. I don't even know, like, I don't consider myself a content creator. I just like doing fun stuff. I think I posted this one video last year that I did, and it was me interviewing students at MRU, and I was just like being myself, just asking. I'm looking at the camera, I should be looking at you.
It's fine.
I'm like,
you're talking directly to them.
Yeah, I gotta get in touch with the viewers.
Yeah, of course, of course.
But no, I was just interviewing like random students, just like asking them silly questions, and I was like, damn, like I really like doing this.
Yeah.
And I feel like that really opened doors for me.
So you started doing that like on your own as well?
A little, yeah, I would do them on my own with like other creators and stuff, but I never posted them. I kind of just liked going on the scene and just doing it. Yeah. So yeah, I would participate in other ones with different Calgary creators. Yeah. And those would go viral because I just, to my own demise, I'd be saying some dumb shit. Like I remember one of the questions was like, how much do you pay for rent? Yeah. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna lie. Like I do pay my own rent. Like by the way, FYI. But in the video I was like, I totally blinked. I was like, I pay like $200. And then the comments just dragged me. They're like, well, she hesitated. They're like, she has to pay her own rent. She's got daddy's money or whatever. And I was like, ouch. And then I did another one with the same guy. Yeah. And he was like, what's the worst neighborhood in Calgary? And I was like, oh, like, I was thinking like Marlborough. But instead I said mahogany. Which is
my God.
And then everyone's like, dude, like she's not even from Calgary, la la la. And I remember I would like respond to comments. I'd be like, yeah, like I'm not from Calgary, like coming from Slack. Yeah,
mahogany's the worst.
I don't even think I've been there.
I don't think I've been there either, but I've seen the houses there. Oh, bro, that is not the worst neighborhood. Yeah. I can assure you.
I've seen it on a billboard or something, and it's like, life at mahogany so good or whatever. I'm like, apparently not.
It's like, they're not getting enough smoke. I'm going to make sure that they have to fight for their title.
Right. And I did, when I first met, you had him on the show, Rizzy.
Yeah, yeah.
When I first met him, because I saw his TikToks or whatever, and I was like, oh shit, like I just walked up to him, and I was pretty drunk at Stampede. Well, I wasn't that drunk, but anyways, I had enough confidence to go up to him, and I was like, I've seen your content. Mm-hmm. And then he's like, oh cool, like can I interview you? And he was asking me, what did he ask me? He asked me like if I like cowboys. Yeah. Or like what are my thoughts on short guys because I'm really tall. Yeah, yeah. And I remember my landlords, they were like, Hunter, like you showed up on my Facebook. And I was like, not the landlords. And they were like, oh no, it's okay. We thought your answers were so funny.
What were the answers? Do you remember?
Like, oh yeah, I was like, he was like, oh, do you like short guys? I was like, no, I was like, I'm a tall girl. Like I need a tall guy or whatever. Something like something super.
What do you consider as short? You're gonna get canceled for this. Just saying. Just be careful of your answers.
Right. How tall am I? I think I'm 5'10". I'm a little bit taller than 5'10", I think.
5'11", I'd say, yeah.
Yeah, so it's 5'11" on a good day.
Because I'm 5'9".
So you're 5'7".
5'8".
Because men are always like, oh, if I'm 5'9".
So I'm 5'4". No, I'm actually 5'8". So yeah, I think 5'11" makes sense. Yeah.
So I would say short. Okay. Anything under 5'8", I guess.
But
short. I guess in my perspective, it's nice,
different.
It's nice if they're taller, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you say is taller? Like 6?
Yeah, 6 feet tall.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's a respectful answer, right, guys? We're not gonna get the show canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short people suck.
No, I've seen some crazy answers like from those street interviews.
Yeah.
I'm planning a little bit of a sneak peek, but I'm planning on starting to do those as well, like those street interviews, but like super late at night, at like 2, 3 a.m. Like we go to like as soon as people are exiting clubs and stuff,
Oh, yeah.
and they're like they're done out of their mind, right? And then we just interview them and we get the most wild answers,
Yeah.
and we just pray that they go viral.
Yeah, like the Haktua girl. Or
Exactly.
You
That's
never
what
know
I'm praying
happened.
for.
I'm moving to LA.
Yeah. The thing is, like, once you just put yourself out there, right? The amount of different people there are is just crazy.
Oh yeah.
There's so many different types of people, and
Yeah.
you're gonna find like the craziest people so easily.
Right, and you never know who's watching what you're putting out.
Exactly.
Like,
Because you have such a big reach. Well,
Yeah.
that's the goal, right? To get like a
the
really
goal,
big.
totally.
But like once you get like, let's say, I don't know, like 200,000 followers or whatever, your network is so massive at that point that you're gonna find people of all sorts. Like no matter what you post, it's gonna be either controversial or it's gonna be like people fighting in the comments because there's just so many different types of people, right?
Yeah, totally. What do you think of rage bait?
Oh, I love it, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to be a content creator as well, right? And I would post a lot of rage bait content. Like I'd be playing games, but I'd be the one doing purposely bad, and I'd just flame everyone else, and people love that shit. They're like, bro, you're 016. Why are you calling everyone else shit? I love doing that.
That's something I would do. Like, I love when people
Yeah.
post content and like all the comments that just fall for it, and they're like, oh my god, like this is so stupid. This is so like la la la. It's like, dude, it's fake. Like you're the problem if you think certain things online are real. You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Like this is a screen, bro. This
Yeah.
ain't real.
Like, yeah.
Go out there. You have a job or something.
Right? Like, let's go for a walk.
What's the
You know?
craziest like story or like maybe like fan interaction that you've had from your stuff?
Oh, dude. So I wouldn't say like from my stuff, but I had an internship at Global Fest. Like I was kind of like the face of the festival for that year.
Nice.
And I emceed on one of their stages.
Yeah.
And it was so weird. Like I would introduce the performers. Like it was a great experience. I loved it.
Yeah.
But some of the people would come up to me and they wanted pictures. And I remember this one guy, one of the volunteers, he wanted my autograph.
Nice.
And I was like, girl, I'm nothing special, but here you go. So I wrote like my name on his hand.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh my God, like thank you so much. And then I got a picture with him.
Okay.
And then I didn't think anything of it. But then the guy who I got a picture with, he whispered in my sister's ear. He was like, I'm gonna look at this picture when
How
I
old
go
is
to
your
bed
sister?
tonight.
How old is your sister?
She's 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank God. But still, it's really fucking weird. What the hell?
And then that same day I was getting gifted like bracelets and stuff like that. Like it's crazy.
I low-key want to go to Global Fest really badly because last year I wasn't able to go because I was out of the country. But this year, when is it usually?
It's in August. So
August, okay. I should be here then.
this year I want to say it's 13th to 27th.
Okay.
So, don't quote me on that, but
Okay.
globalfest.ca, buy your tickets now.
Shout out, free shout out.
No, literally, it's such a great festival. Like
Global Fest, if you're listening, please give me a ticket. Thank you. You guys,
That's-
it's really expensive.
well, that's the thing though. I feel like not a lot of people know about Global Fest because they think it's just fireworks or whatever.
That's what I know it for, to be honest.
But there's like so much more to see, and it's just like it's honestly such good vibes. Like it's way different from Stampede,
Nice.
where it's like everything is like $30. You know, you gotta pay entry. Well,
Is
you
it like
have
a
to pay
mini
entry.
Stampede, sort of?
Kind of. It's like more like family oriented, more
Okay.
culturally oriented.
So like no rides or anything?
No,
Okay.
no. But it's like it's just beautiful.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'll go this year then.
Yeah,
I'll see you guys
should.
soon.
You should. This year's theme is Pan Asia.
Pan
So
Asia.
that's who's putting on the fireworks. It's different Asian
Ooh,
countries.
Really?
So it's like Malaysia, Philippines,
Yeah.
China. Yeah.
Wow.
And every year they bring back the winner. So last year it was USA.
Do
that
they
won.
have that one lemonade stand? Like
Family Squeeze?
Family
Yeah.
Squeeze.
Dude,
Do they
yeah,
have it?
they have
Oh
them.
my God.
Yeah.
I literally, the whole reason I go to Stampede every year is I just go straight to their stall. I get their like raspberry, like the red one, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I just get that and I just exit. Like I don't even care, bro. I don't even care about the Stampede
That's
nothing.
crazy.
I just need that drink. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I don't know what the hell they put in it. It's probably like crack or something.
Probably crack.
Don't sue me, please. But it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really want it. And the thing is, I
That'll
like
flop
did
right now.
I did research on like whether they have like a store or something, right? They don't
Right.
have a store.
So just the
They
truck?
no, they only open whenever there's like a big event or something. And I was like, man, what the hell? I have to wait 3 months again for another one.
Like, they could be huge. You should be their business manager.
Bro, I will be your spokesperson. I'll be like in a funny suit and everything. Just please, just give me your drink. It's so good.
What is the recipe? Like,
I
what is the sugar to lemon ratio?
It's probably crazy amount.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, what got you started into doing content? Well, you said that it was because you are on the team, and not the team, like the sideline reporter, right?
Yeah.
But when you're like growing up, did you have like maybe like a role model or someone that you're trying to go for?
Honestly, so growing up, like, it's very trades related where I'm from.
Yeah.
And I always want to do something more than that. I always was that person in my class where I was the one that would talk to the teacher. Like, I kind of stood up for my classmates in that sense. Like, I'd speak for them.
Like vocal.
Yeah, I was always like the vocal one, like very outspoken. And so I had an internship at like the Arts Council back home, and I was their first ever intern, so they kind of didn't really know what to do with me. Like, they didn't really have trust in me to like run the social media fully because I was like 17. Yeah. But they gave me, I had my own little mini TikTok series. Aww. And my nickname, like my family calls me Hunty. So we called it Hunty, like spilled the tea, like kind of like that. Got it. And I would just like do like little mini skits, and I would just like fuck around the office with the staff, and I'd write like little blogs and stuff for the website. Nice. And I love being on camera. Like, I've always liked to entertain. I think it's because I'm the youngest sibling. Maybe. Yeah, I think that's definitely why. Yeah. I'm also like the youngest granddaughter on my dad's side of the family too. So I would eat it up whenever. So everyone just loves you no matter what. Totally. So you're just like, I'm gonna be on the camera. And I was always like a little like silly little kid. Yeah. Like when I was 11, I got really into baking. This is like a little side quest. Yeah. Like I wouldn't just like bake cookies and shit. Like I'd be baking like French pastries, like French macarons, like creme brulee, croissants. Nice. And I got so into it. My mom was like, "Oh, do you want to start doing farmers markets?" And I was like, "Okay." And so she knew I couldn't do it alone, so we got my neighbor who also liked to bake, Ricky, and we started doing farmers markets every summer. Nice. And we made bank, like probably like $1,000 a sale. We did like 10 sales. So, like I was raking in the cash at like from 11 to 14, and then we started doing like custom orders. So we do like company party cakes. Yeah. We would do wedding cakes, shit like that, birthday cakes, and then it got so burnt out. Aww. But it's a little fun experience. Nice. Do like people from your city usually move out to like other cities, or do they usually just like stay there their whole lives? They just stay there, yeah. Yeah. I would say it's definitely a privilege that I'm able to move to Calgary. Yeah. I feel like most people where I grew up, they have a lot of obligations at home, or like that's what I've noticed with like really smaller towns. Like they're so interwoven and interconnected with each other. Like people very rarely actually move out. Like even back home where I'm from, we have like villages and stuff, right? Like if you're born in a village, you're usually gonna die there because you're there your whole lives, and there's not really much for you to do in the city because you don't have the proper education. You can't really integrate that well into it, right? Right. So I totally get that. I feel like that's the same over here a little. And I would say like people that grew up in Calgary, they can often take for granted the opportunities that they have here. This is an amazing city, guys. Like I know you guys like to shit on it a lot, but this is a very good city. Like compared to like I don't know, like in your experience, but like where I came from, there's like nothing media related where I'm from. This is like heaven compared to where I'm from, bro. Yeah, right? It's always what you make of it. Like you can hate Calgary, but it's like, what can you make of the opportunities that are around you, right? Yeah. Yeah, like I moved here when I was 17 years old, and I partied really hard for 2 years. Yeah. But I feel like I've sort of got any crazy stories from those 2 years, or what? Oh, dude. Well, let's talk about that. Crazy stories? Well, I posted on my story, on my Instagram story, and there's a picture of me at Greta, and I was like, put on lipstick. I was like, oh, like me acting like I never got banned from here. Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, people were asking like, oh, how'd you get banned, whatever. So basically, when I moved to Calgary, new city, you want to experience. You want to go out, you want to do different things, whatever. Exactly. So I was freshly 18 at the bar. This is like one of my first times going to the bar. It was like minus 30 out. It was like October 30th. Oh no, that's a horrible time to go. Right, but it's like you're drinking, so you got the like a bit of yeah. I got that. So I was at Greta, and I used to like take little shot glasses or whatever and just take them home because I thought it was funny. And then I was paying for my drink, and I was like, this debit machine looks nice. So I just put it in my pocket and walked out with it. And then I was so drunk. Yeah, I know. Like so stupid. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do with the debit machine? Like, devious look, like, what? And then so we're walking down, I wanna say like Steve and I, and we end up at this dispensary, and my friend, he was like buying weed, and he's like paying for it with the debit machine. I was like, I have this same one in my pocket. So I pull out the debit machine, I show the chick that's like at the dispensary. She's like, where'd you get that? She's like, that's illegal. Like, I'm gonna call the cops on you. Like, give me that right now. So she called it into Greta.
Yeah.
And, you know, they have your photo ID or whatever on hand. So I went back there. I was like, let me go there again the next day because it was Halloween. And so I was with my friends, and we were standing in line for like a good hour because it's busy, right?
Yeah.
Get to the front of the line. They scan my ID. They're like, nah, you're banned. And I was like, bro. And so my friends went into Greta, and I went and stood in line at National and waited for.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I was stood in line in the fucking -30. I don't even like. I was probably dressed like real slutty because it's Halloween. And so I waited till I got to the front of the line to tell my friends, okay, come out of Greta. Like, we're about to go to National now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Quick,
so how did you end up getting unbanned?
I waited a year.
Oh, they just unbanned you after a year?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't even know like if it was. I think I had like a little anniversary from when I was banned. I think I went there on the day. I was like, yeah, I'm free. Like, I'm back.
I think the craziest thing that I've seen at a club in Calgary was I was there with a bunch of my friends, right? And there was this really, I'd say like 5'4" guy, and then there's this super big guy, like 6'2", and the big guy's dancing with his girlfriend up there, right? And the little, I don't want to say little guy, but like the other person, person B, he was behind him, and he was like, he couldn't really see the stage. So the guy, so the little person, he like kind of like swatted him to the side, right? Yeah. And the big guy turned around, he's like, yo, what the fuck? Like, why are you putting your hands on me, right? And then the little guy, I don't know what the hell happened. Maybe it's because he was with some of his other friends. Right. And they're all like really short. They're like max height was like 5'6". And there's just like 5 or 6 like short guys, right? The little guy's like, yo, you want to fight? You want to go right now? And then immediately like the car, like they created like a circle, right? Because everyone's like, these two are gonna fight. Yeah. So the little guy like tried punching him.
Punching up.
Yeah, he literally tried to go like this. The big guy immediately just slammed him down, right? Yeah. And then all the other little men, like they all like jumped on the
boys.
Yeah, it was like a literally getting like jumped by a squad of midgets. I don't know if I want to say that, but it was crazy. And they all tried jumping on this big guy. Yeah. And the guy's like going like this, and he's just like trying to hit everyone at the same time. I swear the whole fight only lasted like a minute or two, right? But it felt like I was just in the Coliseum just watching like a bunch of lions trying to take down this big guy.
Like 5 against 1.
Literally.
That's crazy.
And the big guy still won until like security finally came, and then the security only threw out the little guys, which was kind of funny because I feel like even they were kind of scared of the big guy. Like, yo, bro, I don't want any trouble. Just stay here.
That's crazy.
And then the guy and the girlfriend just kept dancing. I'm like, oh, okay, that was cool. That was like the most entertaining thing I think I've seen at a club.
Where was that?
That was Back Alley.
Oh, Back Alley.
Back Alley. There's some crazy shit that goes on there.
Jesus. Yeah. Did you go there like during its peak? I'd say in like 2021, 2022. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd say I went there a lot.
Everyone in Calgary.
That's around the only times I like did clubbing. Like I don't really go anymore.
Yeah.
But that was fun.
Yeah. Jeez. This is crazy.
Which one do you usually go to? I don't know if you want to say because.
Well, when I first moved to Calgary, it was COVID, right? So it was like 2021. So it was like.
Oh, so you've been here like very short amount of time.
Yeah. Nice. But yeah, it was mostly house parties, and then we started going to Back Alley, and then wherever the wind takes us.
Do you do a lot of clubbing now still?
No, not as much. Like, that's.
I feel like as you like just grow up, it just becomes so hard to really go, right?
Yeah, and it's like sometimes it just feels like the same thing every night. You know what I mean? Unless there's like a special occasion or whatever. Yeah.
I feel like the only times I would go there again is if it's like a friend's birthday or like they're like planning on like shutting the club down or something. Right. Then I'll go.
You gotta have your last hurrah.
If I'm just go there with like a bunch of random people that I don't know, it's like, what the fuck am I doing here, man?
Right. And then sometimes it makes you rethink your life. You're like, damn, like this is not the life I want to live. Like, I gotta quit drinking. And you like set your alarm clock.
You just become like super motivational at like 3 a.m. Like tomorrow I'm getting up at 5. I'm gonna do like
75 hard. Dude, I've done that before. I was like, okay, like starting tomorrow, 75 hard. I don't even know what the 75
What does 75
entails.
hard mean?
Oh, it's like 75 days you like don't drink. You have to do like fucking 3 workouts a day or something, 1 outside.
That's a thing? I didn't know that.
You have to read like 10 pages of a book. You have to pretty much live a life of discipline for 75 days. But it's like, that's so like unsustainable. Like what happens when the 75 days hits and then
I think that just makes you hate living like that. No, exactly. And then you just end up rebounding like even harder.
Yeah, and then that's the thing too, like with 75 hard, it's like once you start, you have to do that for 75 days straight. Yeah. And then if you break the streak, you have to start over.
Hell no, right? Bro, what?
I'm like, no. You just gotta implement simple, healthy habits.
I think habits, habits, what would you say? Develop. Totally. Habits develop by you just slowly doing it more and more, right?
Yeah.
If you go super hard, you're just gonna end up hating it.
No, yeah, exactly. That's like people when it's like January 1st, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna like lose 300 pounds or whatever. That's actually my New Year's resolution. It's not going well.
You're gonna be the negatives. You're gonna just start floating by.
I'm gonna be a speck of dust.
Next time I have you on the on the podcast, I need like a rope to just tie you to the chair.
Yeah, literally. Dude, yesterday it was so windy. I was like, shit, I gotta plant my feet. I'm gonna fly away. Don't hand me an umbrella.
Oh my god. Okay, I want to say we usually ask this for all the guests. Like, who would be your biggest motivation when you were growing up? Who would you say?
My biggest motivation?
Yeah.
I always say like my biggest role model is my grandma.
Nice.
I think she's like my motivation. Like I know she's proud of me. Anytime I talk on the phone, she's like, "Oh my girl, I'm so proud of you." Like, you know, she's just like a nice, like kind of like cookum.
Yeah.
She's definitely my biggest motivation because she's such a strong woman. Mm-hmm. Where I grew up, she pretty much developed our whole community.
Damn.
Like, we didn't have paved roads growing up. We didn't have like water and sewer, things like that. She got all of that in my community.
Was she like a mayor or something?
Kind of.
Or like a really high-ranking official?
I would say she's more like a behind the scenes. Like she wasn't even like a counselor, but she was like that person. Mm-hmm. Like, nice. You know.
That's amazing.
She got like the schools in my community. She got like the rec center and stuff like that. Like the little things that like we take for granted, you know what I mean? Like in Calgary, there's everything.
Yeah, kids that are born today are not gonna understand like the troubles that they had to go through to make those things happen, right?
Yeah, like where it comes from. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so she's definitely my big role model, big inspiration. She motivates me because I want to make an impact. You know, I don't just want to sell out to social media and like views and things like that. Like I would like to reach a community and like make my home community proud. Like heavy on
leave a legacy behind, basically.
Sorry?
Leave a legacy behind.
Yeah, for sure. Like I gotta keep it going. Like
that's
she set the standards.
Yeah, that's a really good motivation. I'd say that's sort of my goal as well. Like when I'm gone from this planet, right? When I've been like banished to the shadow realm or whatever, like what am I gonna leave behind?
Right.
I wanna like that's why I wanna create like a foundation or like a building or like maybe like a hospital or something that'll outlast me, right? Because me as a person, I'm only here for a very short time. Like only let's say max 60, 70 years, right?
Yeah, you gotta make it count.
Yeah, so you gotta do as much things as possible so that the things that you make still have impact like hundreds of years in the future. Like think about like Shakespeare and stuff. I hate his books, but like,
fuck that.
but you still talk about him. His name's still in your mouth, right? Yeah. And this is so long after. Yeah. So I just want to do something like that. No, I might not be the next Shakespeare, but I definitely want to leave something behind.
For sure, for sure. That's what this podcast is for.
Yeah, I really don't want this podcast to be the one defining me in the future.
Talking about like fights at the club and stuff. That's the legacy I want to leave.
Yeah, there's like LA classes just studying my like vocalism, my mannerism, doing like essays on it. Hell no, bro. Yeah. You think Shakespeare knows that we were doing this shit to his work?
No.
Like he was probably just like writing these stories in his free time or something. Yeah. And now like I don't know, like 200-300 years in the future, we're just like dissecting every word.
Like what does that mean? Like I don't want to waste my time trying to decode this.
I just don't understand
like,
that.
It's a headache.
I feel like the curriculum's so outdated, right? Because like unless you're planning to be like a really like I don't know, like a English major or something, a lot of the stuff that you learn in grade 11, 12 for English, it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather learn about like filing taxes or some shit, like something useful, totally. Man. Like what is this?
Dude, like I was saying, man, the CRA might come for me. Like last year I did not file my taxes
The
on
next
time.
episode's gonna be from a jail cell.
Yeah, it'll be like on the phone.
Just phoning her in. They have to stitch together like 15 episodes because you only get like 10 minutes at a time.
Right? Gotta make those 10 minutes count. I'm like an orange too. I'm like, bro, it's not going good.
I low-key want like a convict or something on the podcast. I feel like that'd be cool. Like, yo, if you're a felon out there, please reach out to us at the official the Successful Podcast.
Oh, I know a guy.
Do you actually?
No.
No, okay.
I probably do if I think really hard, but yeah, you know.
But if you're like, you know, like if you're someone that's crazy, has a shit ton of stories to tell, feel free to reach out to us. We get a ton of guest requests, and you know, maybe you'll be the next one on.
Oh wait, this is it.
Yeah.
Are you a crazy person? Have you been to prison? Do you have crazy stories? Or like, what else? Be like, have you threatened someone's life?
Are you currently on the run from the police?
Contact us now.
Are you under house arrest?
Oh, that's a good one. The ankle bracelet.
Do you have 5 baby mamas that you're not paying child support to?
Oh, geez.
If you are one of these people, please contact us at thesuccessfulpodcast.com. Thank you so much. Perfect. Now we'll have all of the fellas after us. Bro, I'm going to get jumped to the streets for this. My bad.
You gotta be careful, man.
Bro, there's some crazy people in this city, man. I grew up in the Northeast. I grew up in a poor-ass neighborhood. It's not fun.
No?
Not going to lie. No, I grew up in Rundle. I don't know if you know Rundle? It's a station, Rundle Station.
I think so.
It's filled with those complexes, right?
Okay, yeah.
So there'd be like, I don't know, like 100 families in one block.
Oh, wow.
So the living conditions, not the greatest, I won't lie. But God, the sense of community, I literally knew everyone on the block. Then I come here in the Northwest, I don't know even my neighbor, man. Like, I don't even know if I have a neighbor. I've never seen them. I hope that they're alive still.
That's so funny. That's so true, though. Like, the worst places or whatever have the best sense of community.
Exactly, because no one gives a shit about like etiquette and stuff. Like,
Totally.
they just come into your house like, yo, bro, what's up?
Like,
and they just start partying. I'm like, yo, whatever, man, I'll join them, I guess.
Yeah, like, that's your extended family. When you're
like literally every Friday, the whole block would just be partying.
Oh, that sounds lit.
And you just go in and like, you don't, like, you just know everyone. It was so amazing. That's probably why I never went clubbing much, because like clubs are just trying to emulate that feeling, right? But you're never gonna get it. Exactly. Because at a club, you don't know the people, right? I like a lot of the, I don't know. I just don't get the same feeling from it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, if I could go back in time to probably drinking with my classmates or whatever in like my grade 12 year.
Grade 12 as in like back in that city? Or here?
back at home or whatever.
Okay,
Oh, love it. Like, I want to know what everyone is up to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. Like, I grew up with the same people in my class from preschool to grade 12, K to 12 school. We started with like, I want to say 12 kids. Only 6 lasted or whatever. I was valedictorian of 6 people.
When you say it like that, it sounds like they got shot or something.
Well, you know, life happens, you know. Some people drop out, they have kids, like in high school or like, you know.
Yeah, in those small towns as well, those are crazy.
Yeah, but it was a cool school, cool upbringing, you know.
I feel like it was like your class sizes were very small, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, dude, it was me and 6 other girls.
Oh yeah, that's what you said, sorry.
Yeah.
So it was just a girls only school?
No, just in my class, like it just happened.
The
guys
just
dropped
happened.
out. Yeah. There was one boy, my cousin, and then most of the class I was related to them, right? Because like we're all from here. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
So yeah, I wasn't trying to date my cousin.
Yeah. I feel like that's another danger of like growing up in like a small town. It's like, hey bro, I need that ancestry.com before we do anything.
Right, like grandma, am I related to them? Yeah, no, that's real.
That's a real danger.
Yeah. But some people don't care.
Well, I mean, all the power to you. Game is game. Anyways,
game is game.
I was gonna ask you, what do you think is success to you?
I like the detour.
Yeah. I'm so bad at transitioning. Like, I'll get better at this. I promise.
It's okay. This is like the first little bit of the podcast.
First few.
Working with the Kings.
Yeah.
Success to me.
First, okay, I'll ask you this. Do you think you're successful currently?
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say I've, not to be like, oh, I'm so successful or whatever, but I think I've built a life for myself here. You know,
Did you move here with your family or just you?
I moved here myself, but my sisters also live here as well now.
Nice.
So I had them, but yeah, like we came from a really small community, and it's just so different, like how my life was 4 years ago compared to now. I would say I'm successful in the sense that I'm rich in like family and friends.
Yeah.
I built my own little community here.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say success to me, it's not materialistic. Like I don't care.
I think you're very successful because you seem like a very outgoing, friendly person.
Well,
and I feel like you could be the richest person in the world, but you're gonna be like Elon Musk, and you're gonna be like an anti-social that no one likes, right? It doesn't really matter.
Totally.
I think that being like a very friendly, outgoing person just helps you create this amazing community, and we can see that with your content, right? Like your content is very big. It's reaching so many people, and that's how we heard about you as well, right? Like your content reached us. So I definitely think you're doing great, and if you just stay on this track, you'll definitely make a name for yourself in the future.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah.
That is so kind.
No problem. Speaking of the future, though, where do you see yourself in like five-ish years?
5 years?
Yeah.
See, I have like a lot of things I want to do.
Yeah.
I think that's why I try and have so many like different jobs and stuff and try and get all that like experience.
Yeah.
I would love to have my own like TV show, my own show.
Nice.
What else? There's so much I want to do. Like
I think the easiest, actually I have a TV show back home, so I can talk about this. The easiest way to start a TV show is to get to know as many people as possible. Go to as many networking events, go to as many like places where those same people hang out, like golf clubs and yacht clubs or whatever. Even if you don't own a yacht, just go there. You'll meet someone, right? And then that's how you get started.
Yeah.
I think that's my advice.
Like it's good to be delusional.
Yeah.
You know, like fake it till you make it. That's like such a cliche or whatever, but it's so real.
No, that's a good idea.
Like if you just start like telling yourself like, oh, I'm confident. You know what I mean? Like slowly.
I heard this quote yesterday, so I'm gonna quote it again. Closed mouth doesn't get fed. So if you never dream about all the things that you can be, you're never gonna be that. That's what I think.
That's a good one. Right? Like you have to try, you have to be,
exactly.
you have to be hungry.
Yeah,
right?
that. I heard it yesterday. I was like, damn, how have I not heard of this before?
That's good.
That's another like amazing benefit of having a podcast. Like I learn so much shit because every single guest is different, right?
Totally.
So every time there's someone new, they're just teaching me so many things, and I'm just absorbing all that knowledge, and I'm like, hell yeah.
Dude, I should have brought like some makeup. I could have done a makeup tutorial. Like,
oh, that'd be sick. Yo, if we could get like a segment of her just doing makeup, you put that shit in, bro.
I would have did your makeup. I would have glammed you.
My makeup? What the hell?
A wing liner. Like, oh, you would have been.
Yeah, everyone says they have like super long eyelashes. Like even when I'm blinking, right?
Yeah.
I'm touching the glass.
No, your eyebrows are killer. Like,
yeah.
You got a good canvas for sure.
Okay, I'm not doing that on camera. Never mind, bro. That's just gonna get taken out of context. Anyways, thank you so much for everyone for watching. This has been another successful podcast with Hunter. Do you want to shout out yourself, like your social media and all that stuff?
Oh, sure. My social media my Instagram is Hunter Pratt with 4 T's. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my main
so if you guys want to find her, we'll leave the link here, and we'll also put it in the description below. And thank you so much, everyone.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, sir.